A strong defensive performance this past week?
Yeah, did a lot of good things. Got off to a slow start in the first quarter. Whatever reason that was, braving the elements, getting adjusted, whatever the case may be. We need to come out and start fast. This week, obviously, it's an excellent offensive football team. They do a lot of things extremely well. So we need to continue to play well, but also raise our level of play.
Hendricks Award list came out. They only list 18 guys, and you got 2 of them.
Well, I'm proud of those guys. They've bought in, and they're working really, really hard. They pay attention to the details. Not only do they play hard, but they practice hard. And dedicated kids, and not just those 2 guys with Marcus and Lorenzo, but the entire crew. They come up and they study film religiously, stay on top of the things that have to get taken care of. Great kids, great students, doing well in school. Tell them all the time, if you have your off-the-field life in order, you have a chance to be a really successful player. And they're having a lot of success.
When do you think it clicked for Marcus Smith?
As I think it started to happen last year, where things started making sense to him, but it was still, things were moving a little too fast. And it got better as the year went along, and obviously you saw that in the Sugar Bowl, and all he's done is just build off of how he finished the season off last year. Incredible future, and there's a couple other guys in that room in the same situation, where they're having a lot of success and they have bright futures ahead of them. But really proud of him, how he's dedicated himself. When he initially came over, tough transition, but he bought into it, gave his very best effort, worked hard every single day to master the position, and now he sees the benefits. And the repercussions of that is the younger guys that have came in, or the guys that have been here a year, they see if they dedicate and put the time in and commitment to it, they have a chance to be really successful too.
Your interior defensive line went through a lot of different injuries. I mean, how did you get through that, and where does that stand now?
Well, we finally got some depth. What's happened in our first couple of years here, you've been playing with 3, maybe 4 D tackles, and with all the practice reps and games and game preparation, injuries happen in the interior defensive line. We have finally gotten to the point here where we're able to go and play, 9 or 10 D linemen every single game. Mm-hmm. So guys stay fresh, but that also adds up during the practice week. Guys are getting doubled and tripled up in the amount of reps that they're taking, so their bodies are getting banged up. So that was, last year we didn't have a full healthy unit until maybe the 8th or 9th game. Mm-hmm. We finally got guys back. Some guys like Sheldon Rankins were just recovering from training camp last year. So now we have them, and now you have a full unit.
So Rankins is back now. Brooks is not.
Yeah, Brooks and D'Angelo are obviously they're still out right now.
Right.
But the thing is, guys stepped up to the plate. Right. Also tells you what kind of talent we have too. But they've stepped up to the plate and guys are responding. So now even when the injured guys come back, you got to work in order to get your job back.
Could Brooks redshirt?
He's already had a redshirt.
Okay, that's right. So
you've got Marcus Smith, leads the nation in sacks. Lorenzen's not far behind him. Is there a competition brewing between those two to see who gets back in there?
There's constant competition in that room, and that's something I've tried to brew with that entire room since we've gotten here. It's not okay to just be average. It's not okay just to be a guy. When you have the ability, you have the talent, even if you're limited, go out and make the best of what you have. And those guys have bought into that. So, yeah, they compete now. They compete with each other, Marcus and Lorenzo, but it doesn't just stop there. Mountain gets into that, Nick Dawson gets into that, and with Brandon Dunn and Roy Filon, they call them each other the Bash Brothers. But then B.J. DeBose and Sheldon Rankins get in, they say they're the Dash Brothers because they say the 2 fat guys can't move like that. So, you have that stuff going on all the time, and it's really fun to watch, and it's fun to coach when guys go out and get after it.
Do you ever hear any talk between those two? I'm going to finish the season as the leader.
As well. Right. They talk about that. Yeah. And usually it's like the very first series they go out on the field. Brandon and Roy are talking about I'm going to get the first TFL. Or Lorenzo tells Marcus, he said I'm going to get the first sack today. And so it goes, and then it was funny. The UConn game they blew a protection and Marcus goes in unblocked. So B.J. DeBose comes to the sideline and says, you know what, they got to be crazy. Why would you not block the best sacker in the country and then you're going to go and block me? What is that? So it's funny listening to them. Their interaction is entertaining.
That competition's got to be great, especially with such an aggressive defense.
That's what leads to you getting better.
Yeah.
You got to find, there's days in practice where you're going to be beat up, you're going to be sore. Yeah. You got to have things to keep you motivated and keep you going, and that's what keeps them pushing. They all try to outdo each other, but at the same time, it's a family, a very close-knit group.